Hello, my young friends. Now we'll discuss about the types of ratio. First one, inverse or reciprocal ratio. As you know that reciprocal of 2 is half. Reciprocal or inverse of 5 is 1 by 5. Reciprocal of 5 by 3 is 3 by 5. Similarly, in this case, this B is to A is the inverse ratio of A is to B. Now continued ratio. What is this? The continued ratio is the relation or comparison of 3 or more ratios like 4 is to 6 is to 12. So this can be written as, suppose this is A is to B is to C, there are 3. So then write 2 is to 3 is to 6, because 4, 6, 12 are a common multiple. Common is 2. So dividing each and simplified form, we are getting 2 is to 3 is to 6. So A is to B is to C is equals to now 2 is to 3 is to 6. So here we are comparing between the 3 quantities. So that's why it is a continued ratio, or 5 is to 15 is to 25 is to 75. Here A is to B is to C is to D, and simplified, so we get 1 is to 3 is to 5 is to 15. Now compounded ratio. If 2 or more ratios are multiplied termwise, the result so obtained is called compounded ratio. Compounded ratio. Suppose A is to B is given 2 is to 5, and B is to C is given 10 is to 12. So how can you make it A is to B is to C? So here 2, if you multiply this, we'll take the LCM of this, 5 and 10 is 10. So make it, how will you make it 10 multiplied by 2. So 2 2 are 2 5 are. So 2 2s are 4. So now A is to B is 4 is to 10 and B is to C is 10 is to 12. So you can write that 4, now B is 10 in both cases, and you can simplify more this. 2 is to 5 is to 6. Now another ratio is called duplicate ratio. What is duplicate ratio? The multiplication of two equal ratios is called duplicate ratio. For example, the duplicate ratio of A duplicate is to B is A square is to B square. For example, duplicate ratio of 2 is to 3 is 2 square is to 3 square. That is 4 is to 9. Now triplicate ratio. The triplicate ratio, when you multiply it thrice, that is triplicate ratio of A is to B is A cube is to B cube. That is triplicate is 2 cube is to 3 cube. That is 8 is to 27. One by 2 cube, 1 by 3 cube, which is equivalent to 1 by 8 is to 1 by 27. Sub-duplicate ratio. Now the sub-duplicate ratio of A is to B is square root of A is to square root of B. So sub-duplicate ratio of 25 is to 64 is square root of 25 is to square root of 64, which is equals to 5 is to 8. Sub-triplicate ratio of A is to B is into the cube root. Cube root of A is to cube root of B. Example, sub-triplicate ratio of 27 is to 8 is cube root of 27 cube root of 8, which is equals to 3 is to 2. Now we'll do some examples. Here the first example is if a is to b square is the duplicate ratio of square root of a plus x is to b square plus x square. We have to prove that x is equal to b square by a, where x not equal to 0. So now we have as duplicate ratio a is to b square is a duplicate ratio of this. So here we have is equals to whole square so now we remove the square root. So this implies a by b square a plus x then b square plus x square. Now we will do the cross multiplication. Now we need the value of x. So we transpose the values which contains x. So write ax square minus bx square x this side, and we transpose ab square other side. So ab square minus a square. So here if we take common x, we get ax minus b square. This side is 0. But we have x not equal to 0. Since x not equal to 0, therefore x is equals to, therefore we get ax minus b square is equals to 0 and ax is equals to b square. Therefore x is equals to b square by a. Proved. B square by a. Now the next example, find the compounded ratio of duplicate ratio of 3:t. So you can write as a is to b. Now the duplicate ratio so here the duplicate ratio root 3 is to 2 is equals to root 3 squared, that is 3 and 2 squared is 4. Now the reciprocal of 3 is to 2. Two is to 3. and sub-duplicate ratio. Four is to 9, which is equals to square root of 4 is to square root of 9, which is equals to 2 is to 3. So required compounded ratio Okay, thank you.
For testing your understanding of this lesson and more videos, log on to www.tubelessons.net.